I'm just going to run you through the exercises that you said you're unsure of. The first one I do is cat licks. So you're starting in a plank position, and then you're drawing your shoulders back, sticking your bum in the air as if you're in a downward dog, and then you're coming forwards, elbows staying close to the body, and then pressing up into an arch, and back, and then down, and up, and back. It's quite a difficult exercise to do. The next one, instead of doing hyperextensions on the machine, just simply go on the floor and lift up into an arch, and then slowly lowering it down and up and down and up and down. So the same as the back extensions, just do those instead. For the straddle single leg lifts, you're starting in the straddle position, with legs out to the side, hands either side of one leg. The further your hands are forwards, the more difficult it will make it. I want you to make sure your hands are flat on the floor, keeping your leg nice and straight, and you're sitting upright, so you're back straight, lifting up one leg and then back down and up and down. So you're really working the hip flexors and the quads. It's a difficult exercise. The next one, leg lifts from headstand. No. So the leg lifts, hanging on a bar. So you're hanging on a bar, and I can't show you here because I haven't actually got a bar, and then you're lifting your legs up to the top of the bar, keeping them straight. If it's too difficult with straight legs, then bend the knees into a tuck position. So you kind of 10 down, hanging on a bar, both legs are lifting up in tuck and then back down, or straight and then back down if the tuck's easy. If for any reason you don't have a bar, what I'm going to suggest you do is you do leg lowers. So legs are starting up in the air, legs nice and straight, lowering them all the way down to the ground and then back up. Make sure your back is pressed down to the floor. So I'm going to suggest doing 20 of these instead, if you don't have access to a bar. And then the Swiss L shape. So I'm going to have to use a chair because I don't have a Swiss ball with me. But you're simply putting your feet onto the Swiss ball or the chair, lifting your hips in the air and creating an L shape with the body. So pressing up through the shoulders and keeping the weight through the hands. So you're holding that position. And then the Swiss L on the ball is basically your feet are on the ball. Again, you're starting in a plank position. It's a bit difficult to do with a chair, and then you're pulling up into an L shape and then back into a plank, up into an L shape, back into a plank, like that. The farmer's walks, what I want you to do is grab a handheld weight. If you don't have a handheld weight, grab something which is heavy as possible, and you're simply just walking around like your gym or your house with the heaviest weights possible. It's basically just a grip exercise. So you could use a really heavy bag, holding a heavy bag of equal measure each side and just walking around your house with the bag. The leg extension hold. So your legs are out in front of you. You can have a weight on your feet if it's easy. If not, then I want you to sit up nice and tall and squeeze the quads as hard as possible. Point the toes and try and get the ankles off the ground, and you're simply just holding this position. So again, you will feel it working the quads. And then the Superman's last exercise on your list. So again, you're laying on the floor. It's similar to the back extensions, but this time opposite arm to opposite leg is lifting and then back down. So nice and controlled, engaging the core, back down.